but plenty still on the outer.
Yes, they set off at a reasonably good gallop for this ground, which is obviously a little bit testing, but they're going a fair lick down to the first fence now. Ballyhane up there in the middle. These runners now crossing over as they head on down to the first.
You can see that actually a lot of the runners are opting now to group towards the outside. But look on the orange colours on the inner there, and about 3 back, and that is Garrison Savannah. Going a right split up the front is Golden Freeze. He took a pull, but he'd settled very well in the preliminaries. So there are about 10 in line here. There's only one faller, and that's Docklands Express and Anthony Torrey. There was no way that they get away with that, but going the speed, I'm surprised that only one went. This one in the blue colours, our camera in the take-off side of the fence shows you what happens there. And as they land, all of the runners except for Docklands Express managed to negotiate this. Now they are going fast. They're trying to sort themselves out. They are trying to get a position. Nearest to us is Oklahoma, the French animal, and going well right on the inside from Golden Freeze next to him.
Garrison Savannah just in there in third. Good big jump at that one. We've got Oklahoma. We lost one there, which was Run and Skip. He fell at the second. Coming on now to the third fence was this very big ditch, and Golden Freeze has really taken a good hold and he's loving every minute of it. Oklahoma right on the inside of him. Golden Freeze tucked in behind him.
Golden Freeze really just shortened there because he's taking a good pull. Now, if you look towards the middle there, you can see Blue Dart in the blue and yellow colours. You can see Crammer up there in the all yellow. Harley is very close. And there's Garrison Savannah back in about 4th place in the orange colours, number 8. Now a plain fence. This normally jumps pretty well. And in fact, everything manages to clear this. A few nod on landing. There's the blinkers of Team Challenge and Golden Minstrel just behind him. But back up front, Roland Klapowski on the inside where the brave men go is just slightly behind Golden Freeze. Then Ballyhane across from him. Mr. Frisk is actually in front now as they come to this one, and it's here that you can see they're lining up, and what a huge jump from Golden Freeze in front. As we look back, you'll see that Enver Pack Token actually refuses there. Well, we didn't see him, but take it from me, that's what happened. They know where they're going now. You can see that they're trying to line up precision jumping as they go to Beaches.
Coming on down to Beaches now, there's the hedge that runs down to Beaches. Golden Freeze bowling on in front. Mr. Frisk, been up there on the outside, last year's winner, but he probably didn't appreciate this rain-softened ground.
And a super jump there from all of the leaders. A lot of horses in there. See it from the opposite side of the fence. Mr. Frisk here nearest to us, and Johnny Bradburn having a great ride there on his chestnut horse. Crammer on the outside. Here's Forest Ranger in the red colours coming over, and Durham Edition is fair way back.
Bonanza Boy just pitched a bit on landing there and shot Peter Skidmore up his neck a bit.
And Fraze from Czechoslovakia at the rear, but as they go into the smallest fence on the course, it's Oklahoma on the inside, just in front. We've got Golden Freeze next, and going very well indeed.
Team Challenge has come up on the inside. You just spot his blinkers jumping the fence now. Mr. Frisk struggling a bit. Master Bob made a slight mistake there. There we've lost one. We lost Southern Air at that fence.
Yes, and interfered with Bumble's Folly quite badly. But at the canal turn now, look, they've come out in order to cut across the fence. Oklahoma on the inside, going pretty straight there. Golden Freeze still pulling very hard in 2nd place. They'll just start to drift across now. You can see Michael Bobby setting this one up for a good jump. But they haven't quite cut the corner as close, except for Golden Minstrel, who really took the inside there. And Bonanza Boy just at the back of that bunch, but Peter Skew turning sharply and making quite a lot of ground. He's got a lot of the canal and all the longboats there, getting a free view of the National. Valentine's always jumps well, but what a lot of horses still in contention.
And now coming on down to the fence after Valentine, Oklahoma has been right up there all the time, giving his French rider a terrific ride. Now here comes Ryan Renus with Neil Doughty. He's jumped his way up to the leaders over the road. Mr. Frisk on the outside of him, General Chandos on the outside of him. They all jumped this fence well. Ballyhane there. Team Challenge with his blinkers right on the inside. Yahoo in the yellow following him. Golden Minstrel's gone right round the inside. Tom Grantham's given nothing away on him.
Neil Doughty on the inside there, number 9, Renus. He's going well, he's in the right position. He's always got round before and having terrific ride here. But look on the outside as Johnny Bradburn on General Chandos gets a jump and a half. What a thrill he's having now. But as we take a different view of the runners, it gives you an indication of just how many horses were banging contention. On the outside here in the blue colours is Little New Halen, doubtful stamina, but going very well indeed. Golden Freeze puts in an enormous leap at that one, but they're all jumping well. Big Sun in the black colours of John Horn making ground. There's Harley just going out of picture. But as we go back towards the leaders, nearest to us in the white face, Johnny Bradburn, General Chandos. They're all riding a tactical race here, but it's Golden Freeze by a neck. Oklahoma still up there in third. Mr. Frisk is 4, New Halen 5, and look how they're pulling. Mark just settling Garrison Savannah back a peg or two there. He's got the horse jumping, and Ballyhane coming up on his inside in the red hat.
Quite noticeable, 1 or 2 of the jockeys just catching hold of them here. They're not really going that tremendous a gallop, and General Chandos just being steadied up a little bit. They don't want to make too much use of them. Turning around onto the racecourse proper now. Golden Freeze has given this a terrific jumping exhibition round here up to now. Renus tucked right in behind him. I think at this moment Neil Doughty is feeling very happy with himself. Mr. Frisk, say, struggling on the outside. Big Sun's crept up on the outside of him, followed by Foil Fisherman. Over the road in the white colours right in the middle. Ballyhane in the black with the red hat of Jim Joles.
And they're the big blinkers of Garrison Savannah, but let's take it up with the leader now. They're coming back to the stands for the first time. Golden Freeze had settled beautifully in front, put some prodigious jumps in, and Renus in the exact same position that Neil Doughty told me he'd be in when he wanted to go to the chair. He said, I want to see this jump. Johnny Bradburn still representing Scotland on General Chandos. On the inside in 4th, still the French challenger, Oklahoma the 2nd. Mr. Frisk, last year's winner, back in 5th on the outside. Over the road in between him, and then you've got Ballyhane, but the blinkers again to the inside. 2 Pitman runners there, Garrison Savannah and Team Challenge coming up very nicely on the bridle. Little New Halen is the one in the blue, so as they go to this fence, which is a pretty nice fence to jump, there are a lot of horses standing. They've got a sensible pace, and that has meant that they are all here going to the biggest fence on the course. In fact, the 14th fence is a nice one to set them up for the biggest jump. But it's good to see the riders fanning out. Seeing the fence is most important.
Yeah, it's very important to get a good view, and I must say that the standard of the horses jumping today has been terrific. I think they really jumped at this fence there. You see every one of them actually spot on. Just at the back there, Bonanza Boy, who's obviously found the pace too hot. Martin Pipe said beforehand he thought the ground would be a bit too lively for him, and he proved correct.
The leaders jump the chair tremendously well. We only lose one here. It's Cramer. You'll see him in yellow colours halfway back in the field. But just watch the leaders as they eye it up. And it's Team Challenge who sneaked through on the inside, Bill, with the blinkers. Upside Golden Freeze, 2 Jenny Pittman horses really stride. Garrison Savannah back in 3rd there. But see Cramer, he dropped his hind legs in the ditch, and John Durkin got a kicking and a half there. Let's look at it from another angle. Remember, the ground is raised on the landing side. The chair doesn't look very much from this angle, but by golly it does. For John Durkin, who did a double somersault and a little flip, and then got a kick just for good measure. Here is our camera in the fence itself. Look for John Durkin. If we can see him amongst the fern that comes out there, we are obliterated. And so was John Durkin. The water, nice jump to have after such a big fence previously.
Yes, just helps the horses get their confidence back so they know there's not going to have another chair to face. The water's a good fence having it. Here at Daintree, it's a real spectacle right in front of the stands.
And you can see Foil Fisherman going up to about 10 chase. Let's have a look at it from the inside. Super jump. 3 Pitman runners in the first 5 horses here, with 1 circuit completed and just 1 to go.
The Langham Dyer there just dropped his hind legs in the water and nearly sat down, but managed to recover and carry on.
A little Yahoo there just dropping out, and also Bumble's Folly. But they have completed 1 circuit. They played huntsman. Now is the time to play jockeys. Here, tactics starting to come into play, but not a lot of change in the order. Benderhan had sneaked through, as we saw earlier, into second place. He'd won it on Corbière. He was having tremendous ride here, but they face out into the second circuit, which can be pretty lonely. You can see your fallen mates from the first time, but if you're still surviving, you're still in.
They're heading out now. Golden Freeze has been in the lead throughout, jumping absolutely tremendously. Team Challenge on the inside. Garrison Savannah also on the inside. The two Pitman runners tracking it the way up the rails there. Ballyhane, he's been going very well with Declan Murphy. He's just pulling him out a little bit wide to go down there. New Halen in the blue colours on the outside of him. And Renus, Neil Doughty's moved from the inside now out to the middle to outer, which is a route he's always taken round here. He obviously knows what he's going to do here. A great jump by Renus there. New Halen in second. Slight mistake by Garrison Savannah, but nothing too much.
And Aberlad pulls up at the 18th, the fourth Jenny Pitman runner there, but she's still in with 3 with a chance. Let's take another angle at this. You can see the fence pretty knocked around the first circuit. Team Challenge coming through, Garrison Savannah leaping through. There's Durham Edition. We hadn't seen much of him. Big Sun coming through the picture, jumping well.
Golden Minstrel after him. See the loose horses jumping through. Forest Ranger, Yahoo.
Huntworth going through, big jump from him, and for Alan Walter a thrill. But back to the head of affairs, it's still Golden Freeze settled there. Elizabeth Hitchens with 2 in the first 4 here, and you can see Team Challenge just dropped his heels in that, and I thought Ben did well to stay with him. That sort of thing can push you out. But as they run on down to what is going to be quite an important thing here, just look at Renus in second place and going very well in those light colours. Renus and Neil Doughty just touch the top and he nods, but he's not going to be there for very much longer, because Renus, you must admit, was pulling and going very well at this stage. Garrison Savannah crept through, Mark relaxed, hands dropped on the horses with us, and little New Halen, now he is flying for a non-stayer. But look at Renus, you don't get away with that sort of thing at that sort of speed.
Now he's really hit it hard in front and paid the penalty. First time Neil Doughty's hit the floor in a national. There New Halen's been jumping very, very well, coming down on the outside. Golden Freeze still relaxed, lobbing along in front and jumping from fence to fence. Mark's crept quietly along up on Garrison Savannah now, and he must be feeling pretty good with himself. Seagram just creeping up behind him. There you see him with the red hat, jumping well. Golden Minstrel next to him and coming up to Beaches. Oklahoma's feeling the strain, starting to drop back a bit. Big Sun behind him, trying to get into the race.
But now it's the second attempt at Beecher's Brook, and Golden Freeze still galloping along strongly under Michael Bowlby there. We meet the hedge. That tells us it's the big drop coming. Little New Halen in the blue colours, so watch as you see them go in to this fence, which certainly makes riders test their mettle.
Great jump by the leader.
Garrison Savannah's head hits the floor there. Mark goes to the buckle end, but he's safe. Let's go back and take a look from our reverse angle. Golden Freeze, New Halen, over the road nearest to us. Look at the noses going down. That's what it's all about. And here you can see that Blue Dart goes, but Big Sun is interfered with so badly. He gets up there. He was actually on the floor and got up, and you can see there's Bonanza Boy going through, but out of contention. He's along with Joint Sovereignty. Huntworth there, another one who nodded. Back to the Skywards Vision, and it's Mark Pitman on the inside on Garrison Savannah, saving all the ground he can. For the first time, just getting his head in. But New Halen's jockey goes out the side door.
Yeah, he'll live to regret seeing that. He's been jumping marvellously up until then. The smallest fence on the course has caught him out.
And what about Eamon Tierney, his regular pilot, who could have ridden him had the rules not been changed for this year, the 15-winner rule for professional jockeys. Back now to the sharpest turn on the course, 90 degrees. Mark going across right to take the inside, trying to save a length. You can win or lose a Grand National here, and you can see that he actually took about 2 lengths off Golden Freeze, who coincided with weakening at that point.
Auntie Dot now has just crept up to be in about 4th position on the inside. Mark just checking Garrison Savannah there just to get him right. He was a little bit out of stride. Auntie Dot in the red, very close up. Durham Edition, he's crept his way up there. Foil Fisherman, who pecked badly at Beaches, he's struggling to hold his place.
Lorcan in the red cap, just coming into fourth, told me he wasn't going to ride in the National unless he was assured of a good ride. Well, he's getting one here. Michael Balby, who had lost a few lengths back at the Canal Turn, is in contention again, and Golden Freeze really stretched for that one. But you would think that nothing would come to join them from this quintet now. It's Golden Freeze, Seagram cantering on the outside over the road, Auntie Dot and Garrison Savannah. They're all playing tactical games now, Bill.
Very hard to pick the winner out of them at this stage. They're all going particularly well. Durham Edition, who's been creeping along, age is just catching up on him, I suppose. We've run a great race yet again round here.
Just looking over the canal, and you can see that there are horses coming from behind, but the leaders are going well. This is the most tactical race I've seen for a very long time. Some cool boys sitting there, and a good jump from Garrison Savannah on the inside. He leads at this stage, but plenty of horses still standing.
Golden Freeze has done such a splendid job of pacemaking here, jumping from fence to fence. He's going backwards now. He's run out of petrol. Cantering in second place, Auntie Dot. Mark's sitting nicely in front on Garrison Savannah. Seagram there, just been nickeled along a little bit now. And over the road, he's just about come to the end of his tether.
But spare a thought there for Durham Edition in fifth place. Isn't he going well? He's been second twice, and here he is looking to come there again. He's failed to stay before, and that happens exactly again. But what a tremendous Aintree horse to keep coming back. This is a camera angle I absolutely love. Coming round this bend, just look and imagine what is going through these jockeys' minds now. Mark Pittman trying to save a bit. He thought that perhaps the ground might sap this one's stamina, but he's got his hands dropped on the horse's withers, trying to relax, riding a good length of leg. Coming up, Nigel Hawke, his first ride. Mark looks across to see how the danger's going, and I don't think he liked what he saw. Auntie Dot in third place, and you would think that nothing would come up from there. And now, as we go back to the leader, Mark is just edging on without actually asking Garrison Savannah to go for it. But it's all to play for. A tremendous jump at that one.
Absolutely super jump at that, and you think, as Mark said, that that'd clinch it. That would be enough to get him away from Seagram and keep his advantage on the run-in. Auntie Dot's just weakening a bit now. Seagram here looks beaten, isn't it? No way would you think he was going to win it now. You'd think Mark is just setting him up again for the last fence. He wants to get a good one here, not make a mistake. Asks for it and gets a splendid fast jump. Winner jumps it super. Auntie Dot just pops over a little bit tired. But now Mark's having to set sail for home.
As we look back on that, the last fence, Mark goes to the buckle end, collects, and he looks up that long, long run-in that has seen so many results changed in the past, and in a few seconds' time, it's going to change another one. Looking at that angle, you wouldn't possibly think that Garrison Savannah could be beaten. Seagram's under the cosh there from Nigel Hawke. Durham Edition back in fourth place. Now just look at this. I turned away at this stage. I thought Garrison Savannah has won it. Jenny Pittman second. My son Mark's first winner in the Grand National. After 3 weeks after fracturing his pelvis, he's been through the pain barrier just to get here, and now you would think at the elbow that he's been rewarded. But a look there from a different angle shows Seagram eating up the ground, just exactly as Red Rum did to Crisp in 1973. Once that's happening, I'm afraid there's nothing anyone can do. Nigel Hawke has found a run here from Seagram, who has stayed every inch of the 4.5 miles, and that's something that Garrison Savannah didn't quite do. In the end of the day, a superb ride. The spoils went to Seagram. Taking another look at the long run in from a different angle, they're wide apart, the two here. Nigel Hawke has gone up the middle there. He got a run out of Seagram. He found his second wind.
Yeah, and a great performance here by this horse. The further he's gone, the better he's gone. As I say, maybe Garrison Savannah just came to the end of his tether, but certainly no doubt about this winner. Named after the sponsors of the race, Seagram wins it in grand style. What a great prize to take back to the West Country.
And Nigel Hawke, quite rightly, punches the air with victory. His first visit here, and he will remember this for a very, very long time. And for the sponsors, well, there couldn't have been a better result. But we all put our hearts in different places. Nigel Hawke pulling up. He knows the sweet taste of victory, which so few jockeys will ever experience, Bill. Nigel's face tells a story. You have to have been there to suffer and to enjoy this sort of emotion. Every jockey says, I'm not going to punch the air when I win a big race, but they do. Seagram, New Zealand bred, and looks perfectly happy at the end of that race.
Now here's a full check on how your horse fared in the 1991 Seagram Grand National. First, number 11, Seagram, 12 to 1. Second, number 6, Garrison Savannah, 7 to 1. Third, number 18, Auntie Dot, 50 to 1. Fourth, number 29, Over the Road, 50 to 1. Fifth, number 2, Bonanza Boy, 13 to 2 favourite. Sixth, number 8, Durham Edition, 25 to 1. Seventh, number 36, Golden Minstrel, 50 to 1. Eighth, number 21, Old Applejack, 66 to 1. Ninth, number 40, Leghorn, 200 to 1. 10th, number 26, Foil Fisherman, 40 to 1. 11th, number 24, Ballyhane, 22 to 1. That one later died. 12th, number 33, Harley, 150 to 1. 13th, number 25, Mixed Star, 100 to 1. 14th, number 5, 10 of Spades, 15 to 1. 15th, number 39, Forest Ranger, 100 to 1. 16th, number 4, Yahoo, 33 to 1. 17th, number 7, Golden Freeze, 40 to 1. And here's what happened to the rest. At fence number 1, number 15, Docklands Express, fell. Fence number 2, number 23, Run and Skip, fell. Fence 5, number 20, Enverpack Token, pulled up. Fence 7, number 19, Southern Air, fell. Fence 12, number 31, Joint Sovereignty, fell. At fence 15, The Chair, number 17, Crammer, fell. At fence 17, number 1, Phrase, pulled up. And at fence 18, number 38, Aberlad, pulled up. Fence 19, number 12, Master Bob, pulled up. Number 28, the Langholm Dyer, Unseated Rider. Number 30, Team Challenge, fell. At fence 20, number 9, Rhinus, fell. Fence 21, number 14, Solid as a Rock, pulled up, as did number 32, Bumble's Folly, and number 34, Mr. Christian, and number 35, Hot Plate, fell. At fence 22, Beecher's Brook, number 3, Mr. Frisk, pulled up. Number 37, Blue Dart, fell. At fence 23, number 22, New Halen, Unseated Rider. At fence 24, the Canal Turn, number 10, Oklahoma the Second, pulled up. At fence 25, Valentine's Brook, number 16, Huntworth, pulled up. Fence 26, number 13, Big Sun, pulled up. And at fence 27, number 27, General Chandos, pulled up.